compact might that
Now,
be?
remember the
standard
ratio of the
thing?
building is 200 meters wide by 130 meters tall. Okay?
Correct.
Yeah, all right.
But you have this perspective of, depth of the picture. I'm just going by, this is a 40-story building.
Yes.
And its bottom is below the picture. That's 40 stories, that's 40 stories, so 110 is up to here.
Uh-huh.
So between here and here, you have a whole lot of building to account for.
Yes.
And it's
You
207 or 208 feet wide, all the way up to that point. But it's still, it's two-thirds the height.
The width is two-thirds the height?
No. The amount that's missing is two-thirds of the height.
Okay, all right.
It's missing, and this snowball can't account for it all. Where'd it go?
Well, I'm not sure if that's, I'm not sure if that accounts for it all. I saw a lot of debris go down from that building, and based on that picture, it seems plausible to me that most of the building is within that debris.
Was there a pyroclastic flow that happened?
No.
It hasn't gotten down to any point to flow anywhere yet. It's just this material here is all that's left except for what's gone up.
So is the pyroclastic flow included in the debris moving out?
I wouldn't really call this a pyroclastic flow. I would call this explosions.
Yeah.
This part of the building is being exploded
You were
outward.
both disagreeing on the amount of debris, how far it went away.
Mm-hmm.
I just wondered if you include that as debris
Well,
moving away from the
okay,
building.
what I'm saying is there's not much building left.
Right.
So it doesn't matter, I'm not saying exactly what radius it goes to. You have inch-deep dust a mile or two away. Do you count that? It gets spread all over the place. But what I see in this picture is we don't have much building left. And it has yet to hit the ground.
Okay.
I'm glad you brought this. This is my favorite picture.
Oh, excellent. I'm glad. Well, I guess that accounts for why you put it on your website. Okay. All right. So, for any kind of beam weapon, okay, to annihilate the steel or anything like that, you would have to pump in a certain amount of energy to do that.
Depends on what wavelength or wavelengths you're going to use.
No, the energy doesn't depend on the wavelength.
It does to the extent of how efficient that energy is with that material.
Okay. All right. So if you pump in, say, laser light to heat the building up.
Yeah, I think of how much energy it takes to heat a cup of coffee in my microwave versus heat that same water on the stove. Different amounts of energy.
True. That's because we know that the microwave is exciting the resonant energy of the water to heat your coffee.
The heat is exciting the water too.
Right, but it still takes the same amount of energy to heat that coffee, no matter how much energy
But you're
you
losing.
lose.
But it's a lot less efficient.
Okay, if you assume that you don't lose any energy at all, okay, and you vaporize steel, you can calculate what energy is involved in vaporizing steel. It doesn't matter how you do it.
Yes, it does.
No, that would only increase the number.
How about if you heat a wire up by putting a resistance across it versus putting a fire next to it?
The minimum amount of energy to evaporate a wire by fire, by electric current, by anything.
We're not talking about evaporation. This is like kind of being silly. You start out the sentence talking about dustification. Then you're talking about beam energy, magnetic energy. Then it's about vaporization.
This is not me. This is from your website. This is you saying these things.
I'm talking about the data on my website.
Okay.
I'm not making calculations for how much it took for anything because I don't think we should get distracted with that.
Conservation of energy is not a distraction.
Is this pulverized?
I see falling debris there. Now maybe it's not. Maybe that's a different picture or something of something else. I don't know.
The building's pulverized. And you see when the story's over with at the end of the day, you don't have much building left anywhere. Buildings are gone. Like, let's look at Building 6, for example. You have these big holes with nothing in them. Where did the material go?
If you melted down all this steel in the
Wait.
No, I'm just going to make
Where'd
an
it go?
example.
Where'd it go?
If you melt down all this steel in the...
You're changing the subject.
No, I'm not. I'm really not. If you bear with me, you'll see that I'm not. In the top 110 floors of the building, if you melted down this steel, okay, into its footprint, it would only be 6 feet tall. It'd be one slab, the cross-sectional area of the building,
How about the concrete?
6 feet tall.
How about the bookcase and so forth? It'd be more than 6 feet tall.
Not much. Not if you melted it all down. Okay, I'm just saying that is the amount of
Is
steel.
that what you said? Oh, you said melted steel.
That is the amount of steel in the building. So those buildings really were mostly empty space by volume. So you have to do some analysis.
Is dust denser than solid steel, or is it
Of
less
course
dense?
not. It's much less
Okay.
dense.
So how much should we have?
How much of what should we have? Of steel or of concrete?
This is not productive. It's not educational.
It's educational for me.
What's the subject now? Is it steel? Is it concrete? Or is it dust?
You choose, please.
This is a game that you're playing.
I'm really not playing a game. I'm just trying to figure out what it is you had on your website. I'm just asking questions regarding...
What is your question? Ask
right.
the question, and we stay on that subject through the whole sentence.
Through the whole sentence, eh?
See if you can handle that.
Okay, I'll see if I can handle that. Okay. Let's see. All right. The buildings collapsed in a larger area than their footprint. Would you agree with that statement or not?
No,
No.
they do not collapse.
How big was the debris field?
We covered that already.
What was your answer? I didn't catch your answer.
Couldn't there be an answer that they collapsed and they were pulverized at the same time? Both things happened?
That's very misleading. Collapse.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you.
You can't say one or the other, because in my view, I see a lot of pulverization, but I see a little bit of collapse too.
All right. Well, I really appreciate your time. Thank you very, very much for clarifying some of these issues, and I certainly have learned a lot here. I think the people that will view this video will have learned a lot as well. Thank you very, very much.
To see how welcoming I am to questions, to playing games.
I don't think it was a game. It wasn't a game to me. So, but I do appreciate your time and your patience for answering my questions. Thank you.
Oh, you want the picture? Good.
Well, sure.
Hey, study it.
I'm not protecting any interests. I was just trying to see what kind of scientific basis this was in, and I think I found out.